Hey, Goblin! We're starting real soon. I'm miserable, but I'm streaming anyway because I love you guys. Well, yes and no. My throat is better compared to yesterday. It still feels a little tight, but it's not scratchy right now, but I have other problems. Which required the use of a hot water bottle on my inflamed kidneys. So, yeah. There we go. Ooh, there is a lag. I don't know how laggy you guys are. My Streamlabs is being laggy. It's catching back up again. I don't know what's going on with my RAM today. I need more RAM. I'm probably going to put the RAM in the special item soon as we're done paying for the Ohuhus. Oh good, that was a burp. That's always nice. I'm getting kind of tired of cough in my life. Hopefully it can distract you. I hope so, because I'm not comfortable right now. If anything, I'm pretty miserable. I'm gonna power through it. I gotta finish my Pepsi, and then I have another 911 tea ready for me when I need it. So I got a little bit of joy and then a little bit of medication, so yeah. Other than that, everything seems to be going fine. Not gonna lie, I love how friggin' wiggly the ghost sprite is. How much left for the markers? I do believe it's around $56. I'm gonna go check. Good afternoon, Sharon. Sorry you aren't feeling well. I will survive! I'm just more miserable than anything. I've had worse periods. Okay, for some reason it doesn't want to give me how much it's left, but I know it's $56 and some cents. It's 80% funded. I am very happy. That makes it look like an octopus attempting to walk. No, this is an octopus. Nightbot, leave Goblinator alone. They are currently participating in the chat. What is wrong with you, Goblinator? Not Goblinator, Nightbox. Sorry. Goblinator, there is nothing wrong with you. I'm mad at Nightbox. So now we got at least 2 people. I'm going to pose the rules, and we're going to get started nice and easy again today. Because it's going to be more of the same. Talking about another inspiration of mine. While I have a hot water bottle up my ass. Trying to get my kidneys to unswell a little bit. Because that's the fun part that they don't usually tell you about menstruation, is that your ovaries / uterus releases a hormone that makes your uterus swell up to quote unquote take care of the baby that's not there and support the release of the lining. But that hormone affects all the other organs that are touching and or near the uterus. So yeah, I'm having a wonderful day right now. You can do better, Goblin. The bot doesn't deserve you. I raised the limit of caps. I don't know if it was enough. I can still raise it more, but Nightbot is being a real stick in the mud. Oh, something happened. Got a new contribution to the featured gift. We are now 89%. Thank you, Annan. 25. Thank you, Annan. I really wish the names would pop up so I could thank you guys properly every time something happens. So far, it's only be Annan. And me once, because somebody gave me money outside of Throne to put on the Throne gift, so I did it myself. Oh my god, 89% funded. I know I'm having the exact same reaction as when we were 10% funded, but I'm always amazed every time I see somebody supporting me. My insides still swell to funk, even with no bleeding, because IUD periods are hateful. Yes, they are. Why can't we just, like, have a thick uterus once and then be done with it? If it's meant to cushion, yeah, but the placenta, the baby needs to be not just cushioned, but fed, and the placenta is there for that, and then we get rid of it when we give birth to the baby. Leave us alone with a goddamn period. Yes, almost there. I'm very happy. I'm thrilled. This is gonna help so much, because yes, I have Copics. Yes, I need a ton of refills for those Copics. Ohuhus are extensively way less expensive. And like, I have this anniversary set that turned out to be a friggin' scam. Because a lot of them, not just dried up, the nibs have solidified. The brush nibs have solidified for no real reason. Because they kept saying, oh, it's because it's a dark color, so the dark color dried up. The thanks doc emoji stinks. I'll take your word for it. Because I only got text. And why I say it's a scam, because I have an entire collection of sketch Copics which have the brush nib also. And like one dried up because it's a dark color. But most of the colors in my anniversary set dried up and solidified the nib. And they're of all colors. Pale colors, pastel colors, dark colors. I tried using the trick of using rubbing alcohol and to soak the nib in it to re-soften it. That did nothing. I changed to a new nib. That did nothing. That color dried up in a matter of like a week. I haven't had a period in 15 years. I have phantom blood clots sometimes. That's the only time I get physical dysphoria. Oh, blood clots. Whether they're real or phantoms, they can go to hell. I'm not a fan of girly bits. Well, that was it for the serotonin. Now here we go for the medicated bat. Well, I say girly bits. Men can have uteruses too. Uteruses can go to hell. There we go. Now, where's my script before we all get super mad at periods, but super happy that my ohuhus are almost funded? Maybe if I go to the right layer, this would work better. I am very hot right now. I have a hot water bottle up my ass. And if anybody complains, why do you talk about periods? I honestly don't understand how the markers companies still sell us their markers for $8 a pencil. Because the suppliers do this shit, then us, we have to charge a lot in order to be able to afford ND art supplies to work and to pay our bills. And then people turn around and complain, it's too expensive. Well, I have no choice, honey. This thing is like almost $10 a pop now. I don't know if you guys can see the nib, how terrible it looks right now. This is the anniversary set. Listen to this. That's the nib. That's not supposed to do that. And trans women get periods too. Yeah, their insides still swell because the estrogen is still convinced they can bleed. Yeah, exactly. Goblinator is 100% right. That's why it's important to talk about. And if anybody complains about the kind of stuff we talk about here, then this stream is not for you, is it? It's more Woohoo and the other cheap brands now. Where are Copics still $8 a pen? You can get 40 for $18 over the other brands. The name. Copics are running on their name right now. And you can tell they're doing that because on the other side of the coin there's the leader who still makes screen tones to this day, and they're pretty much the only ones. And yet their screen tone is not overpriced. It's like $4 a sheet. $4 a pack, I should say. Yeah, you can't refill them, and so far they don't do singles, but they are planning on doing singles, and they are planning on making refills. I saw it on the website. But the trick for deleter is you have to go to deleter Japan shop, manga shop.gp. The website will still be in English. Because if you go to manga shop, if you go to deleter USA, the prices are doubled. But it's the other brands in store too. The cheapest I've seen is $6 pencil. Yeah. Like, I understand that alcohol markers are higher end. But there is a way to make them affordable because Ohuhu can do it. As a matter of fact, let me check something real quick. That'll change the game for sure. Yes, it would. There we go, I knew it. Right now they don't have all the colors, but the Ohuhus do have some of the colors as a single marker. I will put the link in the chat because I can do that. Like right now, the link says R8 Geranium, but you got different colors that you can choose from. Not all of them, but some of them. And I assume that the amount will go up as they work on it. Because they're also working on getting... I'm guessing they're shopping containers for the refills. And that's another fucking thing with Copics. They change from the big bottles that I still have a bunch, thankfully, to those little chow-sized containers, but they didn't change the price. The containers are much smaller to make it easier to do drop art. But they didn't change the price. Exactly. If the copy brands can do it, they shouldn't be allowed even to charge such markups. Oh, I need reds. They do have a red, looks like. Where's my... I keep losing my mouse. Oh, they're having bundles on sale too. Oh well, back to the script. Plus, when it comes to me, who lives in a rural area, which is very hard to say when you're French, I have to import every single thing I own. Was it at least worth it? The recession needs to settle in so the price can go down again. Everything is way expensive now. Yeah! Which means I have to raise my... I have to keep my prices raised because I refuse to bargain down. I almost said gamble. I would be gambling with my bills if I let myself get bargained down. I even had a guy once ask me for my prices. I give them, and he said too rich for his blood. His words. So what I did is I said, too bad, so sad. Here's a link to a bunch of artists, other artists looking for work. If you can't afford me, maybe you can afford one of them. He said, thanks. He goes and look. Comes back half an hour later. But I really want you, though. Then pay me. That's how it works. Yeah, not a lot of options over there for you. Come visit me. And like Sam and other friends you have. Yeah, Sab once I asked her for some comic paper. I still have one of them. And that was like years ago. I asked her for 2 of these. Cost me $80. And I had to wait for her to come here visit family. And, like, if anything, Sab has the best customer service ever. It's not her job, but she was like super nice, super patient. And she was like doing me a favor. And she's much nicer than a lot of people here when I try to get some comic supplies, that's for sure. He's like, I really want you! Well, pay me! I'm like, can you do... And he's like, can you do specials for friends? And I'm like, I don't know you! And he's like, yeah, but I know the girl that recommended you to me. Does that count? And I said, well, maybe I can put my prices down from USD to CAD for friends. And he goes, oh yeah, that sounds good. So basically, I bargained down to my usual prices. Which means I didn't bargain down at all. Thought you were longtime friends from when she lived over there. Oh, we are! I'm just saying that she's a lot more respectful than the shop owners here. Because we used to work together at the electronics shop. We used to trade emails and stuff like that. I absolutely love her, and I totally ship her with her husband. Because, like, she bent over backwards to do that favor for me, and... Oh, I forgot to move this out of the way. There we go. Yeah, Louise and Perfect, but they're a great pair. Yeah, I agree, but he's doing his best, at least. Like, we've seen worse. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Sorry. That's what I meant. Totally, yeah. And well, except for me, nobody's nerfed. I mean, the best part of trying to shop here for comic supplies was when I was told that Copics didn't exist and I invented them. They came out of my imagination. I was literally being gaslighted about markers. I'm gonna cut the sound a little bit. I need to blow my nose. And we're back. Gotta love a guy that looks like Dennis the Menace's dad. All will be made clear soon. See that? I'm not just funny or incredibly sad every time I tell stories about my my younger days, but I can also be educative. I just saw your stream warning on Facebook. Clickbait. Yes! It is totally clickbait. I'm suffering and I'm taking advantage of it, damn it. What are some of your least favorite comic characters? Richie Rich and Marmaduke are even worse than Dennis the Menace for me. Oh, man. Marmaduke is, like, just a dog. And I don't know what happened to Heathcliff in the later years, but they just don't make sense anymore. They're surreal and not, like, interesting surreal like Salvador Dali. And of course our local paper don't get comics in them, so I don't know all the newspaper comics. I know a lot about Archie though. I got Archie in my room, I got Archie in the bathroom. In both bathrooms, there's Archies in my mom's room. There's probably some in the living room, and there's like 11 boxes upstairs in the attic. So yeah, I know a bit about Archie. I have no idea what's going on with Garfield right now, other than the fact that Paws shut down. That's for the clickbait Goblinator mention. It's because I wrote on Facebook, Twitter, and my Instagram story that I'm losing blood at an alarming rate and my kidneys want to explode. Live stream at 1 PM EDT ESD. And a lot of people took that seriously, despite the announcement of the live stream right in there, because if I was really in danger, I would be at the hospital because I live in Canada. I still feel pretty much like shit though, so medicated tea and hot water bottle on the back. Try and tell the kidneys to knock it off. As for my skin tone, that's normal. That's what I always look like. And well, as for comics in general, I don't read modern comics much. I don't want to go into the realm of... you probably never heard of them. But I don't read a lot of mainstream stuff, mostly because it's hard for me to get. The stuff I do have was, like, specially curated because of the difficulty of having anything. Like, literally, I have, like, 5 issues of Shonen Jump here that were gifted to me, and I didn't read them yet. I barely remember what happened in Bones, and I've got all the books. I got a ton of vintage superhero comics I still need to read. You gotta remember to put it on 9-point, Shiro, please. What superhero comics do you have, if you don't mind me asking? Yes. As far as I know, that was a recent discovery. I have some Defenders, I have a lot of Avengers, I have a couple of X-Men, I have, what's his name? The Fist. You know, he's got the yellow mask, he's a ninja. I don't know, Kung Fu Grip, whatever his name is. And sitting down to read as an ADHD person, well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I have some Hulks. I actually have the Hulk where not the first official appearance of Wolverine, but the one right before where Wolverine appears in the final panel of the story. Where he's fighting Wendigo. I have a couple Captain Cosmos, which is a Quebec property. The Capitaine Cosmos? Anyway. I have some American-drawn Captain Harlock. I have some Batmans, I have some Supermans. Because I have to go off the top of my head, because a lot of them are like in Comic-Con format. Like this big thick book like a Tankobon. This big, thick book with a lot of stories at once. Well, like a Shonen Jump, really, just a lot thicker. They were mostly hand-me-downs. I have the entire run, because they canceled the series and they just don't want to admit it, of Afterlife with Archie. And that's what made me discover Francavilla, which I absolutely adore. That comic can be worth a lot of money now. Nah, I doubt it. It used to belong to my uncle. He put his name on it. Then he gave it to my mom, who put her name on it. It's in decentish shape, but I don't think... Plus, it's translated in French by Heritage, so... I have doubts. But other than that, it's in pretty decent shape. I have a couple comics of Laurel and Hardy for some reason. I'm pretty sure I have some Popeyes. I know I have some Blondies in French. Gonna give you guys a little battle royale. Restream bought us 1.5 from the Jump Cash game. Oh, shoot. Who got it? I think it was me. Terrible copy goes for 200, 300. Oh, dear. Imagine all the hoo-hoos I could get with that. Because it's got all its pages, there's nothing cut out of it. Now I'm invested. And I won! It's so rare that I win one of those. What I was happy about when I opened those boxes where I got all these comics that I finally put recently in the new bookcase. In it, there was the Choose Your Own Adventure, like half Choose Your Own Adventure, half dice game book. The title escapes me right now because I was glad to have it, but I didn't really dig in it. It was an adventure book from Asterisk, and the main character is Gudurix, whatever his name is in English, I don't know and I don't care at the moment. So that goes really well in my collection. I think what I'm still missing is a couple fan-made books. But I'm not in a hurry for those. A nice 9.4 copy is 25,000. Woo! Yeah, I don't think it's 9.4. I would need to dig it out. I'm not sure where it is, if it's in this bookcase or that bookcase, but it's safely in a bookcase. I know nothing. Whoops, I forgot to take off the post correction. I know nothing about grading comics. The only thing I know about comics is how to make them and how to read them. That's it. I also know that a couple of my games are worth a nice bundle of cash. But I like those games. And yeah, that's a 9.4 copy. But is it a copy in English or a copy in French? That's my question. Follow-up question. Would copies of French Conan still be worth something if you can't read half of them? The reason I'm asking is because I do have a bunch of Conans that I can't enjoy. Because there's a lot of narration. Can you show it? If I find it. Give me a second. I'm gonna take my time too, because once again, a water bottle up my ass. I think I put it in here. But the narration is written in this really tight, with a thick pen, because it was handwritten at the time. Cursive lettering. And it printed horribly bad and it's blobby. I can't see a goddamn thing. Oh yeah, I got some Piff and Hercule too. Oh, my Ed Gein book, that's good. I also got the first issue of no, not Anansi. What's his name? The blonde boy from the future that Kirby drew. I got the first issue of that in English. Lived in a post-apocalyptic world. Oh, there's the Laurel and Hardy book. That should be the other way around. Ooh, One Punch Man, that's nice. Ooh, the Tick. I literally got a little bit of... Oh, there it is. There we go. The language does affect the value, but depending on how rare it is, it can make it more money. There we go. That's what it looks like. Well, Hulk is green. You have to take my word for it. But Hulk is not... There we go. You can kind of see his real color if I put it like this. And here's the back. Apparently my camera thinks that this is green. It's actually yellow. Count yourselves lucky I didn't draw inside the covers of these. And this is pretty much the printing quality on the inside. Like it's got some aging on the edges. And there's my uncle's name up there and my mom's name across the Hulk, I believe. Yeah, there it is. But other than that, it's in palatable shape. Does it have number 162 on it? It does not, because printing was done differently. If anything, we're lucky it has the correct cover on it. It says number 39, 25 cents Canadian. Heritage Edition, no mention of Marvel on the cover. But it should be... There we go, should be on the in the little credits on the first page. Do you have a really old, probably rare bow cover that's hollow 3D-ish? Bow? That tells me nothing. Okay. L'incroyable Hulk est publié par les éditions Héritage Incorporé. Adresse. Selon entente avec Trans World Feature Syndicate Inc., publié initialement par Marvel en 1974. Copyright par Magazine Management Co. Marvel Comics Group, tout droit réservé. And all the other stuff. Imprimé au Canada par Payette et Sims Incorporé. Address. Distribué par Distribution Dynamique. Address. Look at that hand lettering up there, if you guys can see. And that's the good lettering. But as far as I know, I don't have any hollow 3D-ish covers of anything. You guys can't. At worst, you can always send it to me on Facebook and I can paste it in chat myself. Ow. Getting the bottle out of my sphincter. If you send me the link through Facebook, I should get a notification on my other screen because I moved the chat window from there to there. And no, most of my comics are not bagged. They are super old. And of course, I don't have easy access to bagging accessories here because I live in the middle of nowhere and we don't believe in entertaining the children. I'm okay. I'm just bitter. And I got swollen kidneys. They used to make hologram comic covers. I remember my bird giver having one or two, and I was obsessed with them. No, I know I don't have any. Excuse me. I do have some special edition, quote-unquote, limited covers for some of my Afterlife with Archie, but there's no special effects on them. I think my only special effects books that I have is my Bones book, and that they have a metallic texture on the title of the book, and that's about it. There's a copy of that exact book getting offers on eBay in that condition for $6.84, no joke. Oh my. That's a nice amount of money. L'incroyable Hulk, 39 héritages French-Canadian, first cameo Wolverine. Black and white. Yeah. That's it. That's the one. One of my writers is currently trying to get a second wind funding for his book Sisson. In a cover / poster I did for him, he's trying to get it to have that metallic overlay on it. So that would be for the first time having a special print effect on one of my art, and yay! Sent a random one. It's basically the cards you move, and second image made it look like it was moving back in the 80s. Oh, a lenticular image. I still don't have any of those. You can search that and get the listing. Come on. Click lenticular. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The sensational Spider-Man lenticulating everywhere. Ew. Don't do that, there's kids in the room. Oh well, speaking of my store that just popped up, vote for me. Hi, Sam. I didn't know that was the name of those. No, that's okay. Took me a little while to remember because I knew what you were talking about the moving ones, but... and I was like... I find those prints profoundly interesting and I want that 90s things to come back. Nightbot, leave Goblinator alone. If they're in the chat, that means they're following. Shut up. You are bullying them. Stop it. That damn thing never shows up, but when Goblinator says something, Nightbot suddenly... The bot is still saying I need to be following you. I need to figure out what's going on. Maybe it thinks you need to be a subscriber, which is slightly different. It's rare, but I do believe they do still do some lenticular covers, but it's rare because it's expensive. Make me a mod next stream, maybe it'll leave me alone. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Well, I just went on Twitch, and I made Goblinator a VIP, and then we'll see if that lets, that makes Nightbot leave them alone. I'm not even seeing a subscribe option. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's bad enough that I already have to, like, limit my stream, the stream chat, to people that are subscribed to me. To avoid bots, but I wouldn't want people to feel forced to pay something to watch me. Because I look like this, I have a water bottle up my ass, I feel miserable, and I'm drawing anyway. Paying me anything is 100% optional. If you enjoy my stuff, feel free to drop a coin. Or to help me pay for my old hoo-hoos. I really hope it does. I'm being nice, avoiding curse words and no caps locks today. Yeah, I don't know what Nightbot's problem is with you. It has something to do with Twitch because everybody else is on YouTube and Nightbot is leaving them alone, so I don't know. I'm everywhere in this comic. It's a comic dedicated to Sam today. Watch me publish this comic, and then somebody does some Googling and find out that he did horrible crimes, because that's the kind of luck I have. I wish I had money to drop towards you, but I need to work first. That's the whole point of giving me money or coins towards stuff I need being optional. Like, there shouldn't be any pressure for you guys to give me stuff. The option is there. If you can't, you can't, and that's it. If anything, that's why I like the option True Throne. Not just so I can get some stuff, but you can cut up what you give, and you don't have to give anything. The fact that you're here and watching me, already I got support, thank you. But like, if it's something expensive that I need, a lot of people can contribute a little bit of money on it until it's fully paid. Oh, now I know who it is. Sam Schwartz, I know, boo, but you're someone I like and I want to spoil my people. You're spoiling me with your presence, Goblin. And yes, Sam, it's Sam Schwartz. I'm using his comic look because he had rather poofy hair in real life, and it kind of looked like my grandpa with black hair, basically. It's an ego thing. Oh. Un jour, je vais apprendre à dessiner des colettes de chemise. Today is not that day, and tomorrow does not look good either. I think you're a kick-ass artist and a super nice and supportive goblin. Aww. Love you muchly, friend. I like being loved. Aww. Aren't you adorable and sweet? I love you too. I always giggle a little bit on the inside when people tell me I'm nice and supportive, when I'm the type to teach somebody, like, listen here, you little shit. This is the 5th time I'm telling you, and I'm going to be telling you a 6th time because I'm nice, and then restart the lesson. I am very direct, but I try not to be mean. Because the point is to try to relax the person I'm teaching by not being too serious. But sometimes my humor is like really harsh. And the last thing I want to do is discourage whoever I'm trying to help. Like, you're so sweet and supportive, and I'm the first one to go, listen here, you little shit. Oh, we got a cute little Mooncat, I believe, I think. It's very small. I really need to get around and do my own emotes for Twitch. And my Discord. I have a Discord. I don't use it at all. It's empty. One thing I would like to do, if people were in my Discord, is for them to post their art. Maybe ask me for criticism if they want, but maybe have like a Discord tab for art where they want me to criticize them and help them, and like that I get to see art. You're potty-mouthed, big deal. You're doing a great job. You've never made me feel bad or weird. Yes. I mean, oh, I'm a goblin. I'm supposed to make you feel bad or weird and stuff like that. Ooh. My default is nice. If you're not nice to me, then it goes downhill real fast. We've seen that with the Grand Theft Auto story. The whole saga, it was a 4-pager. And my mother, bless her heart, she's been on my arse asking me for a print version of Bootleg Cookie. I do not even know where to begin there. I'm assuming I would need a Kickstarter, but if there's no demand, I don't get the money. And I don't know if there's any demand because nobody talks to me. Like, yeah, you'll call us out as needed, and I mean really as needed, because you didn't really have to do that to me so far. And I love art discords. I have one I could just reshape it and make you an admin. I haven't used it. See? We all have the same problem. We all have a Discord and we're like, eh. We talk to you. Yeah, but like once a week. Like if I ask stuff, like I have a ton of followers. For me, I have a ton. 400 is a ton for me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. If I ask a question there, I get nothing. I get a couple likes, I get a couple love. But if I ask a question that is not a yes or no question that needs some elaboration, I get nothing. That's what I mean when I say nobody talks to me. When I ask people what do they want from me, I get nothing. Like, I would like to give you guys what you want, but if you don't know what you want from me, how am I supposed to know what you guys want? You must do a Kickstarter campaign. I have no idea how to do that. Sent you a screenshot of it. It's really done and just abandoned. Let's go take a look. See? Do it. Introduce yourself. Fart suggestion box. Oh, a suggestion box. I should add one to mine. We will help promote it. Thank you. General arts. Voice channels. I don't have voice channels on mine. I do not like talking. I know this sounds weird saying it on the live stream. Hear me out. I have audio processing issues. So when I have a conversation, I prefer to have it on text so I can understand everything on the first try. Like, I understand myself talking because I think what I say before I say it out loud. Weirdly enough, with the way I hesitate. But listening is hard for me. I think I see more of your personal stuff than your page. And Paul will help. Bah! Well, now that I opened that can of worms, apparently now I have to think about making a Kickstarter. But before making a Kickstarter, I need to shop around for printers and see about more than likely reformatting at least the first tier of Bootleg cookies. And that's a lot of math. And I have ADHD and dyscalculia, whatever the names in that in English. I gotta remind myself, in the event that I do a Kickstarter and it fails, that's not the end of it. I can just do another one couple of months after. Audio processing disorder is the worst. ADHD. Yeah, ADHD has like 3 million symptoms and I got like 2999999 of them. I don't have imposter syndrome, I'm perfect. I think that's the right name. Audio processing, yeah, that is the right name. It's caused a lot of people to assume that I'm stupid. No, I'm just selectively deaf, but I'm not the one doing the selecting. Studio Comics would help you. They do a ton of Kickstarter stuff. Oh, Studio Comics would definitely help me. Like, they're the ones that take care of my sketch cards. Al, like, bent over backwards trying to help me on some different projects, and by different projects I literally just mean my sketch cards. Like, all my sketch cards with my name on it, that's all him. I had asked him once for black sketch cards to do postcard on, but he couldn't get the black paper at an affordable price, but he tried anyway, and I extremely appreciate that. So I could at least get some information out of him. I say that like I have to torture him or something. He's super nice. Just gonna do a little something here. Where is my one of those? And okay, I'm gonna play boat, but I don't need both. All of that. I'm gonna take all those. I don't need those. There we go. Kickstarter for what? No, I meant dyscalculia, but yes. You can cancel a campaign if it isn't doing well and relaunch a few weeks later. It looks much better than if the campaign fails. But Kickstarter for what? No, I meant dyscalculia, but yes, the APD makes people think we are slow or simple or hate it. I hate it. I hate it too. Because then they go from talking way too fast to looking at you, frowning, and then talk so slow that I have trouble understanding that too, because then in my head I'm like, why are you talking to me like that? Kickstarter for Bootleg Cookie, the comic I'm drawing right now. For a print version, because Mom wants a print version. And of course, usually my first question would be, would people be interested in a print version of Bootleg Cookie? Like I have, I'm not sure how many subscribers I have on Webtoon. I got like 321 after 7 years on Tapas. Oh, right. Like, I know Mom wants one. But nobody's going to print one book. And I can't ask locally for reasons. There's only so much repeating myself I can do in a day. GoFundMe could work too. GoFundMe, I believe, is affiliated with Kickstarter. I think now the other funding platform is Crowdfunder, I think it's called. No, wait, I think it's... wait, there's Indiegogo, there's Kickstarter... GoFundMe, I think, is now affiliated with Kickstarter. And then there's Crowdfunder. There's so many options. And I hate to admit it, but because of the ADHD, I'm easy to confuse when it comes to details like that. And I don't do it on purpose. And a lot of people think I do it on purpose, but no. There's a reason I got an alarm to remind myself to eat lunch. I micromanage my schedule in order to have a normal day. And right now I'm having trouble with getting one of my writers to work with my tools. I'm like, please, for this to work, you need to work with my tools, please. You could do a best of bootleg cookie and figure out how many comics to use based on page cost. You could do a fan vote for the top 28 or something like that. Oh my god. There's 7 years of bootleg cookie. 7 times 50... how many weeks in a year? 52? 7 times 52? People don't realize how much of a handicap ADHD can be. Plus all the head trauma from getting slapped around because you grew up with ADHD in the 80s. That doesn't help. And once again, the voting for the 28 best bootleg cookies. Will I get feedback? I rarely have feedback. For anything. Even when I ask directly. Mixed with autism is a special kind of hell some days. I can't imagine. Because you're trying to function and then a neurotypical person arrives and gets mad at you. Out of friggin' nowhere. And then when you're trying to process what's going on, they accuse you of doing it on purpose to piss them off. Because apparently we have a vendetta against other people. I'm sorry you're not the main character in my life, buddy. Move on. Hang on, very itchy eyelid. Okay, in the 90s we were still getting head slaps, even in public, because that will help regulate a meltdown incoming. Oh yeah. The good old, if you want to cry, you're gonna cry for something. Whack! What a good idea. Thankfully, my parents didn't smack me around. I'm exclusively talking about school. They're the ones that used to smack me around. And then turn around and accuse my parents of smacking me around. Me, who was big like this, with a huge mom and a dad whose hands are like baseball mitts. And you're trying to make me believe that it's my parents smacking me around? You're trying to gaslight me in my own house? No, seriously, they did try to gaslight me in my own house. The Child Protection Service lady that came to talk to me at school came to my house while I was still at school to make sure everything was okay at home. Now, I don't remember the encounter, but Mom remembers, and she told me that when I got home, I was 8. When I got home, I took one look at the lady, and I said, "What are you doing in there here? I told you that my problem was at school." And apparently I laid it on her because even at 8 I had an attitude. But do you blame me for having an attitude at 8 when every time I would go out of the house I would get yelled at and smacked around? Anybody would get an attitude. Now apparently the school had told, I think in English it's CPS, that I had told a kid who was crying not to worry because it's been a while since I had my slap before going to bed. Assuming I said that, what I likely meant was that it was a good week at school and I hadn't been smacked around at school because I was not smacked around at home. Because we love being mistreated, dismissed, etc. Such a good time. Clearly all of that is our definition of a good time, right? Oh yeah. That's why nowadays I'm like done with people trying to get mad at me. Like they're still, because I'm the same height I was in 6th grade, they think I still have the mentality of 6th grade, so if they yell at me, I'm going to do whatever they say. And yeah, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. And I thought the head slaps was not abuse till recently concerning me. Like I was like, at least I didn't get hit, but it's not because I didn't have bruises that doesn't count. Exactly. That's another thing. Because I was smacked at school, I would develop the bruises at home. And then I would arrive at school with the bruises that I got the day before. And that's why my school stories are few and far between, because who wants to read a comic where an 8-year-old gets beaten by both the students and the teachers? And there's no real resolution because my abuse stopped when I stopped going to school altogether. Oh sure, I still got yelled at in retail because people think that's normal. But at least the beating stops. And now that I completely stopped going out in public, everything is going beautifully. Tell me that's not a problem. I want to read that. Yeah, I'm sure you do, buddy. It would not exacerbate anybody's depression at all. And if I went to see... there it is. I mean, you couldn't make it in a horror story type. No thanks, I already got the Ed Gein book. I mean, horror books eventually have a resolution, good or bad. My story just kind of stops. There's no climax. I mean, traumatized people relate a lot by trauma. If anything, maybe that could help some people open up about their crap. It'd be repetitive, too. Get up, go to school, get beaten. Come back home. Don't talk because you think you're not worth it. Rinse, repeat. I'm more into body horror anyway, so... parents are home. Either that or I'm getting robbed. But yeah, Kickstarter. Would it be better to try and kickstart year 1 of Bootleg Cookie? Or desperately try to get some feedback for the best bootleg cookies? The real horror is that it doesn't really go away even if it stops, but not trying to convince you to relive that either. No, it doesn't go away, it stays with you. And people go, oh, just get over it. If only it were that easy. Oh yeah, I'm robbing your house. Okay, so the video games are in my room, but be careful. There's a lot of plush toys in front of the toys, in front of the games. Lily will love the robbers to unalive. Hi, Coco. So yeah, we're talking about the mass childhood trauma and possibly kickstarting a Bootleg Cookie print edition. Earlier we were talking about rare books. Of course, there would be issues with the fact that I'm using copyright characters, like what I'm doing right now. Nothing a little black bar can't fix. And just use them as parody. Yeah, there's a parody laws, but nah, people have been really assholes. I mean, sticklers about those. I sure know about childhood trauma, and print versions of webcomics are getting more popular. Yeah, print versions of good comics, but what about Bootleg Cookie? That's the real question here. Comic looks awesome so far, Sharon. Thank you. There's Paul being uncomfortable in the corner. Hey, great comic, Sharon. And for those people thinking it couldn't have been so bad, Shiro, it's not so bad when you're 40. When you're 8, think about it. Bonus point for when these same people come up to me. Oh, Shiro, I missed you. Yeah, because I stay away from you guys. There's a reason. Sparkwing. Of trauma, I'm trying not to get too depressed over being alone on my birthday because then they will win. Can't help but be bothered. Some, though. Well, look at all my bots. They got birthday hats. You're not alone. My bots are there. Celebrating with you. I want to slap people who say that. All it's doing is invalidate us and show your privilege. You know what's terrifying? These people are usually considered the neurotypicals. Apparently it's typical to shit on other people. That scares me. Like, the knee-jerk response is not to have empathy. So I'm glad to be neurodivergent. sending hugs at Cocoa Puffs. Oh, you can actually. Here. If it works, because sometimes it struggles to work and you have to write the name a certain way. Let me see if it works, and there! I still need to change the animation for that. But yeah, if you type what I wrote in the chat, you can physically hug Coco. What's nice about that there's no... I yanked on the black layer again. I hate myself. Be gone, Satan! Seriously, I've seen a few TikToks that flips the narrative on the neurotypicals being the weird ones. Well, they are! People like that are only happy when someone else is miserable, so I'm not going to let it get to me too much. Yeah, exactly. Like, they refuse so much to be direct in what they want that it gets to a point that they get mad at you for asking them to be direct because apparently that's rude. Then if you don't do the thing they want you to do because you didn't understand that they want you to do something, or if you do it wrong, despite you asking them to be direct about the instructions and what they want you to do, then they get mad again. Like, you guys are getting mad way too much. Your ghost didn't hug. What if you write Cocoa Puffs without the cap letters? Because that's what I did. I wrote Cocoa Puffs all lowercase. So try that all lowercase, see what happens. Besides, you're on Twitch, you should have a control panel under the stream for stream avatars. And the control panel should give you the ability to hug with a button. I say should because my control panel works differently from others, so it's touch and go. It just lags a little bit. Oh. Yeah, and I'm looking down on the screen here instead of up there, so I don't know this shit. They either want you to be a mind reader or they wanted you to fail. Yes, in both cases, they want you to fail. You didn't mind read? I'm going to get really mad at you. There's a reason mind reading is not on my work resume, bitch. Neurodivergent does not mean I can read minds. I don't know in what universe you live in. In mine, we do not have superpowers. So your kidneys are going nuts today? Been there, done that. Been there for that. That's so poetic. Yeah, I got a water bottle up my ass right now. Look at all those hugs. You know what? I wonder real quick. Oh my god, it's working. Everybody's hugging Coco. Look at all the love. Last time I had some funky kidney issues too. So I think it's just from increased fluid volume. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the hormones that is supposed to make my uterus swell up. But it's also affecting all the organs near and or touching it. So it's also doing things to my bowels and doing things to my kidneys, and I hate everything. Aww. We love you, Coco. Aww. So while I'm working, do you guys want another go at Ultros? I wouldn't be participating in that one, but you guys would be getting some money to spend in the shop. Does that sound good? Okay, so the bot still says I need to be following is because I've got out of the app a few times by accident and it doesn't like me relogging. Oh my god. Like shear gently so new doesn't pop like a water balloon. I'm gonna give you guys a little easy boss battle while I work. Like I said, I'm not going to join this one. It's just so you guys have something to do while I work. You have 60 seconds to join. You have to type in !join either as a warrior, a priest, or a mage. Because sometimes boss battles are fun and it's fun to hit a lecherous octopus. I did work a little bit on the Phantom Train, but I think I want to give more cooldown to his wheels attack before I bring him out again, if you guys don't mind. Just to give you guys a better chance. Because yes, it's supposed to be harder than Ultros, but not goddamn impossible either. Hope things are going well for you guys. I'm not looking at the screen. I am gonna stretch a little bit. It didn't let me join. Probably you joined after the timer was out and there was a lag. hang on, guys. I'm busy suffering. If I go on YouTube, I can't do anything else at the same time. Yeah, that's a stupid thing. You can't have screen on screen with YouTube if you pay for YouTube Premium. But you can do screen on screen with Twitch. I think the warmth is gone from my water bottle. My back is killing me. But we're not done. Which lol, no, I use YouTube like 3 times a month. Yeah. Or maybe because it was still going when I did it, so maybe I get the stream slower? Possibly. Because I'm noticing, like I'm on Twitch right now, I'm looking at the screen, and there is a delay. Maybe I should try to, if I have access to that, I should try to make the timer longer to compensate for the Twitch delay. You can still take a water warming and full body stretch pause. I could, but I'm stubborn and I'm not gonna. I want this done in one fell swoop, and then I can rest without stress. Once again, ADHD, haha, hee hee, ho ho, they're coming to take me away, oh my. It takes sometimes up to a minute for me to see my message pop on your screen. And I am happy to see that the ink attack still works. Sometimes it feels like I answer late, but I don't always. Yeah, there's always the damn delays. And I know it's not you guys' fault. Would be a little ridiculous to blame yous for late answers when I know damn well that there will be delays whether I like it or not. Connection works differently on different platforms. You guys almost got him. You're doing great. It uses Ultros ink to refill HP ink cartridge. Not gonna lie, would be much cheaper. I need to buy more ink for my printer. I'm pretty sure it's using up all the ink to keep itself clean instead of, you know, actually printing shit. As I barely printed anything and my magenta cart is completely empty apparently. That's another thing I need to buy that I can't right now. Goddamn comic artists are so needy. Where am Mario, where are you? There it is. Name that reference I just did. If you can't, it's okay. Oh, you guys won! Yay! Good job, everybody. Pigskin tone. There we go. I'm gonna give him a red shirt to contrast with my need of giving him a blue shirt because it was my pappy that used to wear blue shirts. We are the greatest. Yes, you are. We're gonna pretend I picked this shade of blue by accident. Tee hee hee. I look like Scott McCloud. I struggle with the avatar menu. I had put a hat and it gone and now it tells me to stay active in the chat to keep it, but my avatar is there. What is going on with Twitch? Because everybody else is keeping their hat and they're on YouTube, so I don't know what's going on with Twitch. I literally do not know. Because I'm on, like, yes, I'm on YouTube, but I'm on Twitch. And it lets me keep my hat, so I don't know what's going on with you. So what I'm probably going to do... Yeah, you got a hat now? What I'm probably going to do is take a look-see in the actual stream avatar menu. See what's going on with the permissions. So it might be a permission thing, because I can see your hat in my window here. It's not appearing on Twitch right now. But the thing is, I can't exactly show you my window. Like, you got a little pirate hat. It's not showing up on Twitch. There it is! It's not active for me, but my accessories remain. So yeah, I'm gonna take a look-see in the permission. See what the hell is Twitch's problem with you. We are almost done. Yeah, your little hat is there. Little Pirate Bay ghost. I don't know if you guys have access to changing your own avatars or if it's just me. But you should have, because when Sakura was here, I had set Realm as her avatar, but she was able to change it to a Kappa. See my pretty bow? Yes, you have a pretty bow. You're a pretty, pretty princess, Coco. I'm giving like the most basic information on these people with the hopes that my viewers will Google it by themselves and really dig into it. Yeah, I got it to work. Yay! Paul is now Realm with a Mario hat. And Goblinator is now Umaro with a shark hat. Yay! I'm hoping to implement more characters in the future. I spent all my points though and couldn't buy the pumpkin head that I saw too late. I'm sad. I want to be a pumpkin. Oops! Now I just dropped a boatload of fairies. The command is exclamation point jump. Hopefully, with the amount that I dropped, you should be able to catch a couple. Despite the lag. That's usually why I mass drop the selves, because I'm trying to compensate for possible lag. We're almost done, people. I just need to put in the background. And Goblinator managed to get some sylphs. Good for them. I'm gonna drop a couple more. There we go. While I put in some backgrounds. And yeah, I like putting washi tape backgrounds. It's cute. Now everybody is jumping. Yay! Hopefully that was enough to help you get that pumpkin head. I don't know the prices. There's 13 pages of accessories. And that's just the hats. Now we're gonna do a little bit of cleanup. And bring the white back, and we are going to save and take one last look, and after that I believe we are done. I'm waiting for it to appear on here. I got it. Thank you. Yay! It's appeared for me, so it should... Ah! It just showed up on Twitch for me. Excuse me. Umara with a pumpkin head. You know what, just for fun, I'm just going to put a little bit of blush. There we go. It did for me a minute ago. Yay! Give me the pumpkin dude. And with that, we are officially done. I can go and lay down and cry. No, I'm good. I'm not gonna cry. I'm miserable, but I'm not, like, I don't wish I was unalived. I'm not in that much pain. So as usual, with every end of stream, extra special caramel drizzled thanks. And Coco's like, this is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. Extra special thanks to Amber B, Paul K, Miss Novice, David F, Marianne J, our supporters on Patreon. Your constant support is immensely appreciated. Next live stream, of course, gonna be next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Today was super fun. And I hope you, well, I hope you guys, I know you guys had fun. You guys participated a lot today. Was very fun, very happy. And I'll see you guys next Sunday. I love you all, and bye-bye.